Hello everybody, Timothy Bailey here. How about another round of Vocabulary.com? So this is a good website. I've talked about it before. One of the nice things is they give you different formats for figuring out what the word is, and they also use different meanings for the words. So if you try this and you think that doesn't sound like the meaning for that word, I suggest you go to the dictionary and look at the list of complete meanings for words, because many of them are secondary or third or fourth meanings for these words. Okay, let's go ahead and try. So 10 vocabulary words. We'll see how we can do. See if you do better than I do. I certainly do not get all of them. Rendering means an opportunity to buy shares of a company, the act of defending someone or something against attack, the act of entering some private territory or domain, a performance of a musical composition, or a dramatic role. I need someone. I'm going to suggest this last one, right? Anything that has been interpreted, right? Interpreted. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Okay, good. Faction. Faction means coalition, sect, data, tyranny. Right? I'm going to say it's a sect, a faction. Good. So, right, fractions are smaller parts of whole numbers, 1/4, 1/10, and a faction is a smaller portion of a larger group, right? Circumstances means person's financial situation, property possessed by a line that departs from the vertical, arrangements for deferred payments for goods and services, a gift or money given, usually ostentatiously. Sometimes my circumstances are not good, so I need to cook at home. So I'm going to say a person's financial situation. Good, right? Factors and conditions that play a part in determining an outcome. I could not go out to eat. The opposite of sublime, right? I'm going to say downcast. Right, good. Sublime is an adjective meaning awe-inspiring. When you see something sublime, you kind of, oh, it's great, right? Nature, a religious thing, anything like that. It's the experience of awe, right? Awe-inspiring. Good. Let's move on. That probably bodes well for the future direction of U.S. foreign blank and may help to explain the excitement with which this campaign is being followed abroad. Right? So the future direction of U.S. foreign respect, doesn't really make sense. U.S. foreign coast, U.S. foreign influence, that's possible. I would say the first two are no. U.S. foreign policy, that sounds like it makes more sense. I'm going to choose that one. Good, right? A plan for reducing, right? So they have a question there. Right? A policy, this is your policy, your plan of action. Right? Let's move on. Oh, we got 5 in a row. I believe choosing a name for your child is a solemn responsibility. It should not be subject to whim or humility. That doesn't really make sense. Whim or sustenance. That's things that nourish you, like food and stuff, things you need, right? Whim or inoculation. Right, inoculation is what we might hopefully get someday against the coronavirus. I'm going to go with caprice. Right, there we go. Right, on a whim, he sold everything and left the city for the beautiful wilderness of Alaska, but his act of caprice felt a lot less whimsical when he realized how freezing cold Alaska is. Right, very good. So the word caprice has its roots in the French for whim, something you do without maybe thinking or planning or anything like that. Old Mark seemed embarrassed by the formality of the proceedings and endeavored to relieve himself by assuming indifference. In this sentence, assuming means, right? One of the meanings, perhaps the number one primary meaning, is to accept something as true or to think it's true without knowledge or evidence or experience otherwise, right? That doesn't seem to be the case in this sentence. So he wanted to relieve himself by assuming indifference. Feigning, presupposing, usurping, or postulating. I'm going to say postulating. No, my first one wrong, right? feigning indifference or assuming indifference, right? Fairly right? There we go, right? So assume, right, isn't only used to mean accept truth without checking, which is what I just said. It also means to take on the form of. So he's taking on the form of indifference. He's feigning, he's pretending, right? Acting indifferent. All right. The burial is set for Sunday to be attended by his family and another large contingent of South African and foreign officials. In this sentence, contingent means, right? So his family's coming, a large contingent of these people. So you can guess contingent means some sort of group of people, right? Confederation, that's possible. Diaspora, right? That means people living spread out. Auxiliary, sort of secondary, that doesn't necessarily make sense. Delegation, that makes sense. All right, there we go, delegation, right? Describes something that can occur only when something else happens first. Making money is contingent on, right? When an event or situation is contingent, it means that it depends on some other event or fact. Okay, and you can read through that there. Right? Wanton means, I'm going to say gratuitous. There we go. Something excessive, uncontrolled, sometimes even cruel, right? We often use wanton with like rules. His wanton disregard for the rules or the laws, right? He didn't care about them. I keep reading this nonsense that I'm going to allow him to go on loan because it is a tax advantage for both clubs. It's utter rubbish. So rubbish, bad, trash. Here we're not talking about actual trash. Here we're talking about this person's talking about something that they've heard or some idea as being trash. So it's utter rubbish, right? What would we say? I would say it's probably complete rubbish, total rubbish, right? Perfect rubbish, right? Total, that's what I said, right? Often with negative connotations like utter failure, right? A complete failure, a total failure, okay? And perfect, of course, means basically something that is complete. It is good the way it is. It's total, right? That's where the idea comes from. There we go. So we finished the round. I got one of them wrong, right? How did you do? I hope you learned. I hope this was helpful. Thank you, and we'll try it again next time. Bye-bye.